let's talk about another receiver that we can at least talk positive about somewhat, I think. And that's Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson, guys, had 6 catches in the game. Rob and I said a lot of crazy things, as we do pretty much every single game. We said Wan'Dale Robinson is a 100-catch guy.
Yes.
6 catches will put you on pace for 102 yards. 102 catches a year. What's crazy, though, is when he had 44 yards. He'd be like probably the lowest yardage total ever if he had that kind of season for somebody with that many catches. Yeah, that put him at 748 yards. Could you imagine 102 catches and 748 yards this season?
I mean, the one plus I did see the way they used him is it was almost Samuel, it's almost Deebo, like esque, if you will. Deebo Samuel over in the Niners. They use him in the backfield, and he did a couple like crazy like audible moves like in the back, and it worked out for positive yards. Was it a lot? No, but it was positive when instead of giving Singletary the ball or whoever and getting like on the yard line 2 yards. Like I think that one play where he did like a little play action in the back, if you will, and sent it out. What did he get? Like 8 yards off that?
And this is why when we talked about not hitting people in stride before. That's what I mean by this. Wan'Dale is the guy, you hit him in stride, he can break it. We saw how many times last year. Not enough because he was hurt for the first half of the year. But this is a guy who can make something happen. And you got to hit him in stride because he's not going to be the guy you throw 20 yards down the field. I mean, it's not that it's never going to happen, but he's the short yardage guy, the slant guy, he's the hook route guy. Like that's what he's the yak. He is the yak guy. And you can't get yak when you don't get the ball thrown to you in stride correctly. You just can't. Like I don't understand. Like
listen,
this is moves that a Pop Warner quarterback could have made. Like that's
they talk about the positivity about Sam Darnold going to the Niners, sitting behind them, and coming back, starting job is one of the biggest takeaways that he talked about is just get your playmakers the ball. You don't need to make the play. Give it to your playmakers. That's all DJ has to do. When you talk about Wan'Dale, that's all he has to do. Look what happens. In the backfield, you hand it off to him. Plus 8 yards.
I feel like, like really, Wan'Dale could be like our Deebo. He could be our Deebo.
That's 100%. When I saw that play, because he caught the ball earlier, like he got the short catches. Deebo's not the guy that goes down the field that often and gets deep catches. Like he's not. He's a guy that's a flex spot, and he's so athletic, and he's just so hard to cover. Yeah. Granted, Wan'Dale's not as big as Samuel, and he's not the same built, if you will.
No. But I'm saying
he has a similar talent.
You hit him in stride, and he can do something with it. But you have to hit him in stride. You can't be having him go back to the ball. He's lost all momentum. Yak, a proper yak move at that point, where like these slant routes, like I said, like those kind of stop and go with the 5 yard, like. All of that stuff is based on hitting the person in stride where the momentum is going for them.
Correct.
You cannot do that kind of move when you have to stop, slow down, go back to the ball, and then start right back up again. Anything you got as far as beating your cover guy, he's caught up to you. Full on, he's caught up to you. And this is why you got a guy who had 6 catches for 43 yards.
He didn't take advantage of his talent.
Absolutely insanity, guys. Like, absolutely insane. And, again, I think you get a quarterback that actually isn't scared and is doing things right. This fixes this, And, we got Chucky here from Facebook. I'm going to put his comment up because we're kind of talking about it right now. He said, can anyone see anything we improved in from last year?
Yes.
That's what it is. To me, I feel like we have the receiving weapons now.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.